Hey guys, welcome back to PTLE. I'm your host, SC MediaWorks, and today we're going to be doing the Texan PBS networks, KLRN and KLRU. I got a bone to pick with the latter, so I can't wait to start. However, we shall start with KLRN. KLRN is the PBS station of San Antonio, with them making their first air on September the 10th, 1962. They originally assigned to broadcast in two cities, however, San Antonio and Austin. You'll find out why they lost the license to do so in Austin later. Something most people don't know is that the call sign actually means learn. This makes sense considering it is public television. Anyways, let's get on to the logos, which, ooh boy, there's a lot to unpack here. This first logo was used from 1976 until 1978. This logo was heavily criticized. This is because it is very cheesy. It's literally just blue Helvetica slapped onto a piss yellow sand background. Odd, but I like it in a way. The synth is also very 70s, which I also kinda like. Regardless, this logo was only used for 2 years, so there's not much to complain about. The second logo is often considered the best from the station. This was used from 1978 until 1987. I have three main variants. One's the full version, one's a version with different music, and one is a station ID for both KLRN and KLRU. This is a very nice logo, featuring some very impressive vector animation. The music is also very nice, although the station ID could use some work on their music. This next logo is also a station ID, used until 1981.
You are watching KLRN San Antonio and KLRU Austin.
This logo is pretty nice looking. Could have done with some animation though. This next logo, I have no idea what it is. It was used from the 80s until 1994. I assume this was a program ID used in tandem with the next logo, which was used as a station ID from 1987 until 1994.
You are watching KLRN TV Channel 9.
This logo was very nice, especially against its program counterpart. The animation's pretty good for 1987, and even though the music is lifted from the previous, it honestly sounds better here.
This is KLRN TV, Channel 9 in San Antonio.
The animation isn't much, but the logo looks nice. This logo looks like Jello. It was used from the early 2000s until 2007. Why was there a lightning strike? Was there a reason for this? It diluted my expectations and overall made this logo look worse than it already is. It's okay for early 2000s CGI, but take a look at all the other stations on the time.
Nova is a production of WGBH Boston.
Against the rest, it looks unprofessional. I'm glad they shelved this one to replace it with the current logo. This logo is nice. Good CGI as well as nice color choice. Better than the previous for sure. Now, that's not all for today. We still gotta talk about KLRU, which... KLRU was originally created in 1979 to just be a satellite of KLRN to reach the Austin area. However, there were talks about making KLRU a separate station with Austin-based programming until 1984 when they became separate. Of course, they were still closely affiliated, but they had separate programming from another. On November 4th, 2019, the station rebranded as Austin PBS to do a shitty and generic brand unification based on the P-Head's broken nose on top of grayish purplish blue. Anyways, let's get into the logo because, hot ham, I hate one of them from my bare soul. The first logo was used from 1988 until 1993. This logo was a bit underwhelming, especially compared to what its cousin was doing at the time. The next logo was used from 1993 until 1998. I also have a local variant.
This is KLRU TV in Austin.
I'm kinda sick of Gil Sans from seeing it every time I create a new text object in Blender, but it worked well here. However, they completely dropped the ball in 1998. Oh my god, this logo. This logo is the worst PBS-related logo of all time in my eyes. Worse than KWSU, worse than UNC, bloody hell, even worse than KUCB. It was used from 1998 until 2007. Why it lasted that long is beyond me. Let me ask you all, what the fuck was that? This logo is complete garbage. The logo itself looks like it was made in MS Paint with a spray can tool. Not to mention the animations like KWSU times 10. The static is loud, and it sounds very odd. The logo itself is less than 4 seconds long. TCF television similar, but you expect it at the end of the shows they were on. My problem with this logo was the similar case to the 1997 WDA logo. They're both cheesy, ugly, and replace better logos. Everyone says KWSU is the worst PBS logo or whatever, yet they don't talk about this? Why? I really don't know. The logo community is filled with random 5-year-olds with improper grammar that only know popular logos like WGBH or WNET. I'd go on and on with this one, but I'd rather not in order to retain my self-image and just get the freak on with the other logos. The next logo is odd. It was here from the 2000s until 2007. The logo animates alright, and the color choices really vibe with me. The only problem is the glaring spray can tool art they still use for this logo. It almost ruins it for me. The only redemption is the colors. This one is very unknown, and from what it seems it's likely a prototype for the next logo, used from 2007 until 2008. Kinda bland logo, I must say. Although the next one is definitely more bland. The one I'm implying was used from 2008 until December 21st of 2019. I also have a version where the Texas text curiously fades in a few afters after Austin does. This logo's alright. It mostly reminds me of the KPBS logo from the time. I actually think they used the same, albeit slightly modified P-head animation. The last logo for today is the one used for the Austin PBS rebranding. It was used starting November the 4th, 2019. I don't like this logo. It's just a crappy rebrand to fit the P-head's broken nose. Just because the P-head broke his nose and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting couldn't fund his medical bills doesn't mean you all need to switch. Like, I get this for PBS 50th anniversary, but come on. It would look better with a pointy nose.
Funding for public television logo evolution and other programs aired on WTVL is provided by the Lousy Plane Foundation. This is Channel 12 in Rochester, concluding today's Saturday lunchtime broadcast of public television logo evolution. We hope you tune in throughout the next broadcast today, a Computer WizKid logo history. We end with another smexy countdown Alden made.